Raging Tempest was released on February 10th, 2017. This set would usher in the dawn of a new era as one of the most legendary archetypes in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! History would soon dominate the format. In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh!'s history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh!'s past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Well, we put it off as long as we can. Here's Zoodiac. In 2016, the metagame was undoubtedly strong. ABC, Metal Foes combo decks, Paleozoic Frog, 55 different strategies making use of Totally Awesome. All of this stuff was frequently seen at top tables. And then, in 2017, everything changed. Raging Tempest released, and with it one of the most powerful and dominant archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh!'s history, Zoodiac. Now, Zoodiac wasn't the only powerful strategy found in Raging Tempest, but it was certainly the most hyped. It's hard to overstate how excited the TCG player population was for this strategy. In the OCG, it had proven that it had everything necessary to be a true Tier 0 super threat. There was, as there always is, some skepticism as to whether that would translate to the TCG, and I can say with 100% certainty, it did. At YCS Seattle, the first YCS under the rate list, the top 32 included Zoo, 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 and 60 card Burning Abyss. Some things never change. Now, while there was a consensus that Zoodiac was incredibly strong, there was not a consensus that Pure was the best build. In fact, Kaiju Zoodiac was incredibly powerful and popular, as was Volcanic Zoodiac Paleozoic, a deck made famous by Isala, Zoodiac Infernoid, meant to be the meta breaker, Artifact Zoodiacs, for people who think that 2014 cards belong in 2017 strategies, and even Zoodiac Metal Foes, decks that eschewed Zoodiac as anything other than an additional, powerful, special summonable monster. We'll be playing, in essence, a Zoodiac mirror today. I'm playing one of the top decks from the event, and Alex will be playing his own brew, which he took to YCS Seattle and was able to make day 2 with. I'll let Alex go a little more in depth as to what this deck exactly does and how it wins games, but for now, keep this in mind. You are going to see this deck a lot in the coming months. You are going to see it in many different strategies. You are going to see it as a splash, as a dedicated linear game plan. You are going to see it across 2 or 3 different ban lists, and you are going to see it go toe-to-toe with some of the most powerful monsters Yu-Gi-Oh! Has ever seen. Now imagine how tired you are, and at the end of these 7 or 8 episodes that are all going to include Zoodiac, I want you to reflect on how tired you are of seeing normal summon Ratpier. And then imagine how tired we were of doing it for 6 months. Anyway, here's my card by card. We've got 2 copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, a really fantastic hand trap at the time, 2 Max C, 1 Speedroid Takatomborg, triple Terror Top because you could go into MX Saber Invoker, 3 Ratpier, 2 Thoroughblade, 3 Whiptail, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Dark Hole, 3 Tanky, 3 Forbidden Chalice, Instant Fusion, Raigeki, triple Barrage, triple Dimensional Barrier, triple Solemn Strike, a Solemn Warning, a Torrential Tribute, and a Zoodiac combo in the side. We've got Lancia, DD Crow, Denko Sekka, 2 copies of My Body as a Shield, 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 2 Imperial Iron Wall, and a Mirror Forcing the extra. We've got Norden, Double Emerald, Gagaga Samurai, MX Saber Invoker, Utopia and Utopia the Lightning, Totem Bird, Borbo, Double Broadbull, Double Trident, and Double Tiger Mortar. So with that, here's Alex.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. Raging Tempest Zoodiac format. This has got to be one of my favorite times in Yu-Gi-Oh! I love this deck to pieces. I'm actually going to be piloting the deck that I played at YCS Seattle in 2017. I almost topped, losing to Billy Break in a feature match, which you can watch on YouTube as a matter of fact. I play absolutely terribly because I was, I think, just overwhelmed by the fact that I was on the verge of getting my first top. I was playing one of the greatest people in Yu-Gi-Oh!'s history, and I was also on feature match, which you'd think being a YouTuber, I wouldn't get nervous about being on camera, but the pressure's definitely there for sure. And so Zoodiac is a very divisive time in Yu-Gi-Oh!'s history. A lot of people love the cards in the deck to pieces because it's a highly interactive format. There's a lot of just really figuring out ways to outplay your opponent in multiple angles. A lot of people also hate this deck because it's pretty much ubiquitous across every other strategy. If you're playing any deck, you're basically playing Zoodiac within that deck because it makes your deck objectively better to do so, because the cards are so generic, they're so powerful. And as you can see, there's a lot of ban symbols here, which now, as we know with Zoodiac, has withstood the test of time. Dryden came back from the ban list at one point and got rebanned. It's one of the only few cards in the game that has the privilege of getting banned twice. And I'm over the moon. There's a lot of nostalgia here for me. So if I'm just going off, I apologize. This is like when I first met RJ in person too. So there's a lot going on here. But Zoodiac, if you've never seen this deck before, it is a deck that is comprised of one card Xyz monsters. Typically, monsters require 2 monsters to overlay to summon an Xyz monster. Zoodiac, as long as you had a Zoodiac monster, you could just pile as many of these fuckers on top of one another as much as you wanted. And they just allowed you to freely do so many different things. I guess we'll start with the Xyz monsters. Borbo is not that important. He's important because he acts as another material that you can overlay on top, which then gives you the ability to use some of the other ones. He can actually allow you to attack directly, which if you're going for like trying to get around your opponent when they're on a low life total, is a way to win the game, which is quite funny. And most people know this today with like Zeus, because you attack directly and then summon Zeus. Zeus didn't exist yet. This is like first wave support, but you can bet your ass that everyone was playing these cards because they are just that powerful. Broad Bull, one of the banned cards, you can detach an Xyz material to search any Beast Warrior monster and add it to your hand. Tiger Mortar allows you to take one of your Zoodiacs and put it under as a material by detaching. So you're basically swapping one for another. And then Dryden is the one that everyone knows and loves. You detach a material, target a face-up card on the field, and destroy it. A lot of combo potential, a lot of disruption, and there's a reason that this card is banned. Let's go ahead and talk about the main deck monsters, though. Another card that is limited is Zoodiac Ratpier. On normal summon, you send a Zoodiac card from your deck to the graveyard. That typically means Zoodiac combo, but you can send any of the other ones as well. You could send like a Whiptail or a Duralblade, which then Tiger Mortar can be used to put back underneath it to make one of your Zoodiac monsters very large, because if you haven't noticed, they all have question mark attack and defense. Their stats are equal to the materials that are stacked underneath it. Ratpier doesn't give anything, but Whiptail has 1200 attack, so if you have a Whiptail underneath, that means that this has 1200 attack, so that's just how that works. But more importantly, the reason why Ratpier is at 1 is the effect that any Zoodiac monster that is overlaid on top of another zoo gains the effect of whatever is underneath it. So, in the instance of Zoodiac Ratpier, an Xyz monster gains the effect that once per turn, detach a material, special summon a Zoodiac Ratpier from the deck. So, that means that you are able to use multiple Xyz monsters to summon multiple Ratpiers. They're level 4s. You can then overlay those into a variety of level 4 monsters, which we'll get into momentarily. Whiptail's next. Whiptail, when it's under as Xyz material, if it battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, banish that opponent's monster. This also has a quick effect that you can target a Beast Warrior Xyz while it's either on the field or in your hand and attach it to that monster as material. So it's kind of neat because you can attack with Whiptail, then attach it to an Xyz and attack again to get like extra damage. That sometimes comes up. And we're only on one Thoroughblade. This may surprise you. Thoroughblade was not like played in 3s at this time because Ratpier was just so powerful. Thoroughblade was like a 1 or a 2 of. Some people were crazy and played 3, but it wasn't common for this time. But he's neat because on summon, either normal or special, you can discard a card and draw it, as long as you discard a Zoodiac card in any case. And when he's attached as material, he does piercing damage. So he's 1600 attack as well, which means if you have like this plus Whiptail, it's 2800 on any of these, and it does piercing and it banishes the monster. So there's a lot to go on here, and you'll see as we start to do some of the combos how this deck works. That's it for the Zoo main monsters, though. We're also playing triple copies of Terratop because this plus Takatomborg means we can go to MX Saber Invoker to special summon Ratpier directly from the deck, so it's like we're playing more copies of this, or any of our Zoos for that matter. We're also playing some hand traps in the form of double Maxi and double Ghost Ogre. Ogre is incredibly powerful for this format for being able to stop any of the Zoo monsters that have an activated effect on field, but also for stopping the deck's continuous spell, Zoodiac Barrage. Another banned card, as a matter of fact, because you can target a face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon a Zoodiac monster from your deck. So another way to get to Ratpier, but you don't have to destroy itself. So if this card sticks around, next turn you can pop something else and actually just keep getting value off of this, which is insane. It also has a secondary effect, which sometimes comes up, that if it's destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard that counts itself, you can equip it to, or actually rather put it under a Zoodiac Xyz monster as material. So that's another way to get an additional material and get extra value off of this card. This card was insanely expensive on release, I can tell you that. And it was capped at YCS Seattle at $100. That was before, I think Konami removed that cap now at events. I don't remember though for certain. But Zoodiac Barrage, it's crazy. That's all you need to know. Tenki is powerful because it searches any Beast Warrior, which these all happen to be. If you have Barrage and Tenki, it's even better because Barrage can pop the Tenki after you already search, which means Barrage will stick around for another turn. And then we're playing a myriad of spells that are very interactive that we have to deal with our opponent playing the mirror. So Forbidden Chalice, My Body is a Shield. These are two of the biggest ones. There are some other ones that come up later, but Chalice is nice. nice because it negates the effects of monsters, and if you negate Zoodiac effect monsters, not only do you negate all the effects that are underneath those cards as well, you're making their attack go down to, in this case, 400, because Chalice is going to give it 400 attack, and that means that it's no longer 2800 if it has like a Thoroughblade or a Whiptail underneath it. And My Body as a Shield is quite important because it's a way to counteract Zoodiac Trident from popping your monsters. It's a way to protect from opposing board wipes like Dark Hole and Raigeki, which we are also playing. My Body as a Shield is an incredibly popular card during this time, and you'll be seeing a lot of it. We're also playing 2 Instant Fusion for Norden, just because we can get back any of our monsters and either go for a rank 4, or just be able to start using that as material just by itself and possibly use Norden for something else later. We're playing 2 Twin Twister, which was not standard during this time, even though Zoodiac decks in the pure form were playing a lot of back row. It was between this and Cosmic Cyclone, but I decided that Twin Twister was better because you want to make sure the back row is clear so you're actually able to play, because back row can be very difficult to play through. And then that's it for the spells. The Trap's Triple Dimensional Barrier. This card is an absolute menace on the format, and people hate this card to pieces. A lot of people, myself included, feel that if this card did not exist, or if there's a counter to it like Red Reboot, this format would be incredible, but this one card looms over the format and is very annoying to deal with, so hopefully we will see why that is in today's episode. Triple Solemn Strike is important just because we can stop the Xyz summon of the monsters. We have a Torrential Tribute in here, which was limited, funny enough, but also not common. This is something that just essentially acts as another Dark Hole or Raigeki, and Vanity's Emptiness is still at 1. I don't know why. The 41st card is Zoodiac combo. This card's pretty sick. You can target a Zoodiac Xyz monster you control and attach a Zoodiac monster from your deck to that Xyz monster as material, which means you can use this as sort of a surprise when your opponent's like trying to maybe attack or do combat or something. But more importantly, during either player's turn, you can banish this from the graveyard. You can send this to the grave off the Rat Pier, and then it's basically a mini Pot of Avarice. You shuffle 5 Zoodiacs back into the deck or extra deck, and you draw a card. So as long as you do this turn 1, you're most likely going to have the fodder to be able to do this, and you get to draw 2 cards on your next turn. It's crazy. The extra deck comprises of the Norden. We already went through all the Zoodiac Xyz monsters. We're going to talk about some of the other ones. We talked about Invoker. Some of the other 3s include Totem Bird. Totem Bird is quite good because if you don't need to access Rat Pier off of the Invoker, Totem Bird is nice because it protects you from getting hit by Raigeki, Dark Hole, or it insulates your plays from being hit by, other things that your opponent might have, like Forbidden Chalice, My Body, etc. So you can go Totem Bird in addition to your end board of like Trident plus Daigusto Emerald, which is another rank 4 we're playing. Typically, your end board's going to end on Trident plus rank 4 because you're going to have 2 Rat Piers in addition to whatever else you have. And Emerald's great because you can shuffle the Rat Piers back into the deck. Not only do you get to draw a card, but then on the next turn, you can Tiger Mortar back the 3rd Rat Pier that's still in the graveyard or under the Emerald. And then you're able to then do the whole combo all over again if your opponent does not stop you. That's why this deck is so potent, is because the combo is so low investment, but then you're able to get so much value off of it and then possibly OTK your opponent on the following turn. That's where Gaga Samurai comes in because he can attack twice just by detaching material. 3,800 points of damage is nothing to scoff at. And then we're playing 1 tech card in this form of Steel Swarm Roach. This was for like Infernoid. You basically need to play everything else in here, and this was the 15th slot at the end of the day. I don't know if this is going to come up, but this is something I still stand by that was the correct choice for us. And then the sideboard, Triple Lancia. This is for like the Noid matchups or anything that just does a lot of banishing. Double Denko Sekka. In retrospect, I don't know if Denko was correct. These were the last 2 cards we put in our side deck. The theory was against like a lot of the back row decks, like we really just kind of struggle sometimes to get through, and so that's what this was here for. It conflicts with their normal summon, which this deck kind of needs sometimes, unless you get Barrage and then you're just like the best player ever, but I don't know. I feel like in retrospect, this could have been something better. We have the Kaiju package, 4 Kaijus plus 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. There is an OTK with this deck with Slumber plus any way to get to Rat Pier, which is 8,100 points of damage. So as long as you see both of these cards going second, you're going to be pretty nice. And triple anti-spell. So going first, the biggest thing you fear is all your opponent's spells, like being able to wipe your board or to get searching with Tenki or Barrage. So if you set up your whole board and just flip anti-spell, you're going to be in a really strong position to just win on the following turn. And yeah, this card also should be banned, but here we are. So I hope you enjoyed your Zoodiac primer. I apologize if I'm just gushing over this deck, but I love it to pieces, and I hopefully will be able to pilot this to a win. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Oh, Joseph, I've been waiting for today's episode for months. Zoodiac is here, baby. Oh my God. I know you and everyone else in the audience is probably going to loathe this, but man, am I hyped.
Yeah, oh joy. I mean, I will say, just for those of you at home, Alex has basically spent every single history for the past 2 months, like rubbing his hands together, feverishly waiting for us to start Zoo format where he played a ton. I mean, we both played a ton of Zoodiac during this format because you had to. What the hell else were you going to play?
I don't know. What would you play? True Draco? Guess what? It's not out yet, so you don't have a choice. Oh, man. This is going to be so great. This is like sort of nostalgic for me as well because this is sort of like my original roots into getting into Yu-Gi tubing as a whole as well. So there's a lot of nostalgic sentimental value here for me. And
there's
kicking
no
your
way
ass
that's
is going to
true.
also be on that list too.
Your roots are in 2017?
Isn't that crazy?
I just assumed you'd been around since time immemorial. Oh my god.
I mean, I have, but this is when I started getting back into Yu-Gi tubing specifically.
Yeah,
so let's get it. Actually, no. That was, I started what, 20, there's no way it was 2017. 2014. I think I started getting more popular in 2017. In any case, I don't care. Shout out the patron. It is Power Tool Dragon D's Nuts across your board. Thank you so much for the support.
What a historic name.
That's a good one. That's a good one for this episode. Buddy, I rolled the die. You got the hand up?
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling I am going to be going second. I rolled a 3, the number of stars on Terror Top.
I pulled a 3, the number of rats here you get this format.
All right, I get to go first then in that case, and good luck, my friend. I'm excited. Unfortunately, I am on 41 cards because I'm bad at this game. But
I've missed this.
Fine.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
I kind of fucking am not looking too hot over here with my deck. Okay, we're just gonna start with normal Whiptail.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
No Rapier, unfortunately.
Yet.
Let's just Let's just go through the motions. We'll go for a good old Borbo.
Yep.
And hey, guess what? This guy's not banned yet. Broad Bull.
Absolutely. Crack him on.
We're gonna show why this guy is banned very shortly. We'll use the effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Rapier for next turn.
Sounds good.
And then I think we just play it nice and simple here. Probably just go for a Trident. And we will go set 2.
Ooh, don't like seeing that.
And we'll pass it back.
All right, well, unfortunately, that's an FTK. No, we'll try some stuff. Stand by main. Normal Rapier.
Rapier, normal summon is fine.
We'll activate the effect.
I will Ghost Ogre the Rat.
Well, I had to assume you had something like that. Okay, that's fine. We will send combo to the graveyard, I think.
Obviously.
Oh, they are on combo. Thank God. You know, there were people
we are on
who
combo.
legitimately were like, I'm not going to play combo. Can you believe that?
It's so good. It's so
unbelievable.
good.
You know what else is good is this. Suck my nuts,
Woo!
dude.
Set them all, baby. All right, Twin Twister and End Phase. Let's
Yep.
go for it. I don't need this instant fusion. I don't care. Let's go for this one.
Yep.
And we'll go for this one.
That is Torrential Tribute and Cosmic
Nice.
Cyclone. I needed both of those.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we'll draw. Stand by main.
Oh, good.
Rapier effect.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's okay.
Your Torrential's gone, so I'm not really too worried about that. We'll dump our combo now.
I went to the back row instinctively, ready to fire Torrential, but no, yeah.
All right, let's see here. What do we want to do now? What other back row do you have?
Dimensional Barrier.
Barrier, yeah, Barrier's still a card, unfortunately, that we have to worry about. Barrier, I think Strike
Solemn
is still
Strike.
in this format. Yep.
Torrential
your
Tribute. There's actually another
gone.
Torrential.
Could be another Cosmic. I don't think there's another Torrential, because Torrential's limited.
It's limited. Can you believe
Yep.
that?
It's wild. It's wild. Could be like Chalice. There's like, the thing is with this format that I love, there's so many like different back row you have to consider.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fine. Let's just start getting funky, I guess. Let's go Borbo.
Yeah.
If I stop getting Dueling Book. There we go. We'll go Broad Bull.
I
I know you want to strike it, buddy.
do, but you have a third Broad Bull and you have combo. No, this is fine.
We will go Broad Bull effect.
Yeah.
We'll get Rat, because Rat's attached. We'll go Broad Bull second effect. This time we'll search. With our search, we'll get a Whiptail.
Yep.
We'll go Tiger Mortar. Haven't seen her yet. Tiger Mortar, target Rapier.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just detach if that's okay to get the other rat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll just skip a step. We'll overlay. Let's go for Emerald.
I hate to do this. It's so bad.
Yeah, I figure it's you don't really have much of a choice,
I mean,
unfortunately.
3 Broad Bull. 3. Like, what do you
Yeah.
want me to do?
We will fire combo.
That turn after it's sent.
I sent it this turn. You're correct. Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
been a long turn.
Yeah, long turn. Sadly, that is basically the extent of my play here. So we'll just go battle. Let's go 12.
You want to attach, or are we just taking the 12?
You're going to do 12. I'm going to attach the second one here.
You got it, buddy.
So we'll go like this. Do another 12.
Yep.
Second main, we'll go for a second Dryden just to make your life more miserable.
Yep.
We'll set one, we'll pass.
Set 1, 2. Jesus Christ. Oh, right on time here. Okay, let's go Whiptail.
We'll go Trident Effect.
No response. Instant Fusion.
Or Norden,
If you'll allow
Instant
it.
Fusion is fine.
Norden Effect, target Rat Pier.
Thinking here. I'm going to... Already normaled. I will Chalice the Norden.
Sure. Let's go Maxi. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, baby, that's what I like.
You had the gall to say this is a bad open and then set Twin Twister. Truly, I'm shocked.
Okay, this may shock you. Twin Twister was actually not a like main deckable like auto card at this point. This was like there was debate over if Cosmic or Twin Twister.
Oh,
was
I
better.
think there was debate. I disagree with that debate. Okay, let's just get going. You know, I'm gonna activate this little card you may have heard of. It's called Zoodiac Barrage.
This card's crazy. This card's crazy.
All right, show me that ogre. Show me that ogre.
You're good. No ogre.
God. We're gonna get this. Is gonna shock you. Zodiac Rat Pier.
Never would have guessed. Never would have guessed.
All right, let's do the old yoinky splinky. Zodiac Borbo.
Okay.
It's really funny that we don't have a Hammer Kong yet.
Right?
I
Isn't
keep
it?
thinking about it. Because right here it would be one more activation. Let's go Broad Bull.
It's gonna
to
blow
search.
people's minds who are watching this, like who knows Zoo with like Zeus and everything from like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! To see like that this is what Zoodiac used to be like 5 years prior to that. You're good with it.
Yeah, you gotta understand, everybody in the comments, while Zoodiac was undeniably a good deck, there were a lot of naysayers before the first tournament, and that's because this isn't flashy. Like you're not making a big board. You're just like doing a utility guy over and over again. We're gonna go Broad Bull to summon. Okay, let's go. It's just so funny that you can now use the Rat Pier as material.
Isn't it great?
Oh
It's
my God.
amazing.
We'll just go Tiger Mortar here. We're gonna
Yep.
do the Yoinky Splinky for Rat Pier.
It's fine.
Why that got banished? And then we'll try to summon.
Yep, all good.
Okay, so you did this last time. We're gonna do it this time. Overlay these two bad boys. It's Emerald.
Yep, unfortunately, you will actually get to resolve it as opposed to me who gets striked, but that's fine.
All right, so I will target. Can you target Emerald's detach? You can, right?
You can.
That's
Yep.
very stupid. We don't have access to a Tiger Mortar again this turn, so it's gonna be Rat Pier, Rat Pier. I'm gonna put back the Borbo.
Yep, that's fine.
Well, whoops. And now it's just a question of how far you want to go. Like, there's not like a really competent end board thing to be doing. But
The thing is, it's like Dryden Emerald is competent enough because
Yeah, you
it's
don't
so
need
minimal
to.
resource investment, and it's a guaranteed pop. If you don't deal with the Emerald, they get to draw another card on the next turn. There's all the follow-up you have in your hand. So it's like, it's just one of those like mid-rangey type decks where it's like you can just get all the value out of every single play. I remember showing people the end board of like Dryden Emerald, and they're just like, that's it? I'm like, do you realize how good this is?
That's it. All right, this is a bit of a rough play, but you know, those of you who can't see my hand, I promise it's justified. We're gonna normal Thoroughblade. We drew combo off the Emerald.
Ooh, that's rough.
Okay, well, sometimes you are rewarded. All right, we are just gonna make the Trident over the Tiger Mortar. And
It's not the Tiger Mortar.
Sorry, the Thoroughblade.
That makes more sense. Yep.
And then you are good to go, my friend.
Interesting. So Whiptail added off the Broad Bowl, and I think that's all I know. No back rows. Interesting. So your hand is either like a million normal summons, or it's all hand traps, which
Could
is
be
equally as
either.
terrifying.
Could be either.
Could be either. Yeah. All right. Kaiju Slumber.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll go these two. Am I getting my old pal Gamciel?
You are getting your pal Gamciel. Yep. If I
Woohoo!
could fucking find him. Here we go. He's all yours. I'm going to be taking myself my pal Jizukiru. Again, if I can find him.
Jizzy coming. There he comes. This guy is... he's out by now. I keep forgetting.
He's huge. He is gigantic. Sadly, I'm going to be honest with you. This is all I'm doing for my turn.
Turn's looking great, buddy. Okay, this was my experience with the Kaiju variant as well.
We'll set 2.
Oh, God. All right.
Throw it back. Go ahead.
Oh, you think you're going to throw it back. I'm going to throw it back. All right.
I bet.
Let's begin with combo.
Sure. Shuffle them all back.
Everything but
You
the
only
rat
have 5.
here, please. Oh, the emerald is not a Zoodiac.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. All right. Tanky.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably fine.
I'm going to grab Rat Pier.
Shocker.
Normal Rat Pier. Effective Rat Pier. We're going to be in a Thoroughblade here. Let us make Borbo. Anything here?
Nope.
All right, let us make Broadbull.
There you go.
We're going to go Broadbull to summon. Well, now I don't know what's going on. So, later in Zoo's lifespan, they would get to play a little card called Tornado Dragon, which really improved this
Maximum
scenario.
Crisis card, buddy. Maximum Crisis card.
Yeah, at present, we don't have it, so try it. Let's go for Tiger Mortar.
Yep.
We'll try to summon here. We're going to grab Rat Pier.
Yep.
We're going to do the Yoinky Sploinky to get the Thoroughblade under this one.
Yep.
Let's go Emerald.
Sure.
These two.
Yeah.
Rat Pier, Borbo.
Well, you can only detach 1, sir, not both.
Oh, yeah, I was super excited.
Same thing, though. Rat Pier, Borbo's fine.
Do I want both Rat Pier? I'm going to do Rat Pier, Emerald, Borbo, actually.
That makes sense to keep the emeralds in rotation.
I was like, they're playing 3, right? No, you don't get 20 cards in the extra. Oh, my God.
Plus, technically, 2 is all you need anyway.
This deck really just does get to do everything. It is shocking. Let's go Dryden.
Sure.
We are going to try it on the Jizikuru.
Unfortunately, that is going to go through. Yep.
Okay, buddy. What the fuck is in your back row? So it's got to be, like, spell trap removal? Like, that seems pretty clear. What could the other one be? It's not Strike, probably. I guess theoretically it could be Strike. I'm really puzzling as to what that back row could be. It could be... You could just be the greediest torrential motherfucker on the planet. I guess if you feel like I have to commit this much at minimum in order to beat the Jizikuru anyway, there's no reason to torrential early. Let's try this. I'm gonna go Barrage.
Arahe. Yep.
We're gonna target Tanky.
This is what's so dumb about this deck is that you just get to keep Barrage around forever. I'm gonna think about this. Where else do you go? Just try to get an extra damage. You've already summoned every zoo, so those are all done with. You normaled Rat for the turn.
That's correct.
You could just be trying to go for game if you have Barrage plus Instant Fusion, because then you can Norden back the Rat, because that's why you didn't shuffle back the other Rat with the Emerald. Then go Gaga Samurai, so that would be 18, 16, so 34. 5K, Samurai kills at that point. I know you have Whiptail in hand at minimum too, so I need to calculate for that.
You do.
3K, 46. Gaga Samurai's 38. So I'm dead anyway if you have it. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Probably throw a blade just to cycle a card.
We're actually gonna grab Whiptail here.
Okay, sure. I know you want to do it, buddy. I know you want to do it.
Overcommit into a torrential. I think that's the only thing I'm afraid of. If you go Dimension Barrier, like Chalice can trade for like an attack, which is cool, but I don't think sufficient to accomplish anything. Yeah, I'll be just dumb as shit. We'll go instant.
Yeah, let's do it.
Norden
Sure,
effect, target Rat.
You're good.
Woohoo! Anything here?
Nope.
Okay. Either way, got it. Okay, these two for... This man is not. He is not. Once per turn.
He is not. Double Emerald. Sure.
We will try it again.
That is 3 monsters. You're good.
Just give the deck a shuffle. Combat.
Yeah, you're good.
12.
The 12's fine. Can't do anything about that.
18.
18 is good.
18.
18 is good.
16.
Any effects you'd like to activate, sir?
Can we proceed to the damage step?
You may. You may.
All right, I would like to activate the effect of Whiptail.
Sure.
Okay, thankfully this card is once per turn, which means that definitely can't attach the Whiptail from here.
It's fine.
All right, show me that chalice.
Got the chalice, so we're not dead.
Okay, take what, 4 here?
You'll take, yes, I take 4 because you do get a 400 boost from that.
All right, we are getting Omega Slumbered into the Millennium Sphere. Second main, I imagine that set card is removal, so we'll just main phase Cosmic like a baby.
It was twin. You are correct.
Do you want to fire it?
No, I'm good.
All right, it protects that at least. All right, now we make F-Zero. No, back to you.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand by main. You can have this over your Dryden.
Give me that Kaiju. Yep.
Put him there. Let's go. Got 3 in hand, right? I don't think I know any of them.
You do not.
I know you attach the 1 Whiptail. So that means it's probably every hand trap under the sun because I haven't done anything. Let's go Barrage. Barrage effect.
It is Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. We're probably out of this one then. I have all 4 Kaijus, which, you know, that
Jesus
sometimes just
Christ.
happens.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just take this out, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm dead
15.
because you just Dryden pop. Yeah, I'm just dead. You got it. You know, sometimes if you can't get to a Zoodiac, that is where this deck does not exactly cooperate with you. We had every Kaiju we ever needed, but just no zoos. That's the way it goes sometimes, though. All right, buddy, we'll go Tenki.
Oh, this hand is rough. Tanky's fine. Tanky's fine.
I'm gonna think here. We're gonna grab Whiptail. May seem strange to you because we drew the rat already. No effect on rat.
I see.
Borbo.
Yes.
Borbo effect.
Yes.
Get rat. Go for Broad Bowl.
Yes.
Broad Bowl.
Yes.
Let's grab ourselves another Whiptail.
Yes.
Why not? Take pluses. We'll go Tiger Mortar.
Uh-huh.
Effect to attach. And then I'll effect to detach if okay. Get our rat. We will overlay.
I'm gonna sound like such a psychopath. I really did miss this. I legitimately did. I thought I was gonna hate this. I really did actually miss it.
Great. It's great.
Go for Emerald.
All right,
Go
we'll
for
go
Emerald.
Emerald effect.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. We'll put back both rats.
Yes!
We'll put back Broad Bowl. And we'll shuffle up and draw a card. We will go for Trident.
Yep.
And over to you, my friend.
I really don't like seeing that. All right, so it's Ghost Ogre, Blowst Ogre, it's Mr. Bumbler, Bloger. God, I'm fucked. Okay. Let's begin with a little card called Fire Formation Tanky.
Tenki is fine.
Let's begin with a little card called Rat Pier. Do you have, like, Droll or something?
No.
Okay, it's not...
I don't think they were playing Droll at this point.
I was going to say, it's not that format yet.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah,
we're going to get there very shortly.
legitimately are getting there. Okay, Rat Pier effect.
I've got Ogre for this, so we'll try it.
My body is a shield.
Sure. Then, in that case, I will Trident the rat.
Forbidden Chalice.
Wow. Holy crap.
This is
okay. Sure. That's fine.
We are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Here today, sir.
We are playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right,
Yeah.
combo to the grave.
That's fine.
Okay, let's go Borbo, Broad Bowl. You've already seen Ogre's once per turn, right? Oh, thank God.
Ogre is a once per turn.
All right,
You're safe.
Broad Bowl to add.
Broad Bowl to add is fine.
We will grab Whiptail. Broad Bowl will summon.
I will max C here.
Ooh. Shit, we're playing a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I thought.
Yes, we are, buddy. Yes, we are.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So most people probably would have max C'd immediately on seeing the rat. But here, if you do it on the rat pier, you guarantee yourself the +1 because there's no way you're ending on just this.
Yeah, you're right.
And this is something that RJ and I figured out.
Watch me.
Okay. Be my guest.
Okay, now it just becomes a question of if I can fucking OTK. All right, what hand traps do you play? You play Ghost Ogre, Maxi. Post board, you might play Ash isn't out yet. That's a maximum crisis.
Ash
card.
is maximum crisis, correct.
So, realistically, what am I afraid of? The crackback? Okay, now I have to sit down and do math in that case. Dryden always trades for Emerald, which means you've got a 500 attack Dryden I have to get through. Somehow I have to manage...
500. Ooh.
Yeah, right? That's crazy. Tiger Mortar.
I'll draw. Yep.
We'll do the Yoinky Splinky and try and summon.
Yep. I'll draw another card then.
Let's overlay these two for Gaga Samurai.
Now we're going for it.
Yeah, we are. Sure. Yes, we are. We're gonna go barrage, target.
Wow, what a hand.
Yeah, target tanky.
Sure.
We will grab Whiptail.
Get a card.
Trident. Gaga Samurai effect.
Yep. Love that there's like one good Gaga card for once, by the way.
Combat.
Sure.
Trident, pop, Emerald.
Makes sense.
Ooh, there's one really rough possibility here, which is that you have drawn Whiptail. Does that fuck anything up for me? I don't think so. Whiptail in.
So I take 7 here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gaga twice.
38. Yeah, triple Whiptail for game.
In fact, I do.
Wow, that's it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Congrats, buddy.
Jesus.
There's the chalice on the Trident hurt because I did have double Whiptail. I mean, you knew I had double Whiptail because I searched one with Tanky and I searched the second with Broad Bull. But because I'm chalice, they don't do anything.
Right.
I'm just negated.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was it. You needed the triple Whiptail to do this slide. And sometimes when you have it, you have it. I had before, if you would have just gone like Trident and like passed, my hand was ready for the crackback. I had a Regeki for your Trident. I had Tanky to get Rat. I would double Whiptail. I was basically just going to do this to you essentially on my turn.
Yeah.
And then the other 6 cards I drew off Maxi at that point were honestly irrelevant to me.
It was.
If I didn't somehow kill you, I had anti-spell just to prevent you from being able to wreck me. So
we boarded into anti-spell. I love it. No.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That hand game 3 was Tanky, My Body, Chalice,
Barrage,
Takatomborg,
Chalice.
Barrage.
Ghost Ogre. No, you had Ghost Ogre,
yeah,
too.
sorry. The draw
Oh, no,
was...
you didn't have Ogre. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
It was Takatomborg, Barrage, Tanky, My Body, Chalice. Yeah. That's crazy. That's why. I mean, the Takatomborg sucks, but I mean, when you have a hand like that, you don't need to need it. Yeah. So I was thinking so much in the beginning of that third game because I was trying to play around Ogre because if you did have it and I just go Rapier effect and you Ogre me, my turn ended because my hand was Tanky. It may have been 2 Tankies. It was like Tanky, Ogre, Maxi, Rat, another card that just wasn't good. It might have been the Whiptail, actually. There was some other card that didn't matter. So I played that. I didn't send combo to instinctively just go into Borbo first, because then if you Ogre me, I still have the Rat Pier to keep playing.
Right.
So that was the reason I did that play that way. But no, well played. There's nothing I could do about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot we can talk about with regards to this. I'm sure we'll get a chance to in the next several episodes.
I know.
But for now, what you all need to be cognizant of is people were still comfortable just playing Instant Fusion as a rank 4 extender. They were comfortable playing the 3 suite in order to make MX Saber Invoker, which at the time was still
We didn't
legal.
even show off Terratop.
Didn't even get to show off Terratop. The rank 4 pool that this deck actually accesses is incredibly shallow. It's Gaga Samurai, Daigusto Emerald, and then I don't know if you were on this, but I'm on the Utopia stuff.
So I'm on Roach, actually. That was since I'm playing my exact deck. Yeah, we came to the conclusion that Roach helps us with the Infernoid matchup specifically because like any other 4 just didn't really felt like it accomplished anything. So that was
Utopia is so many slots.
Yeah. So it was we felt that you have like 14 slots in the extra deck that are kind of like you have to play them, and then there's one card that you have like for a flex, and so that was what we opted to pick for.
You want to know the way we're getting around that? We're playing 2 Broad Bull, 2 Trident.
So this may shock you. I'm not sure if you know this. Playing 2 Broad Bull and 2 Trident at the time was actually standard.
Ooh.
The theory is that because you have like Emerald and combo, that you don't need to dedicate your extra deck to playing 3 and 3. I was also on the 2 and 2 as well. Later, as the format progresses, people start realizing, okay, Broad Bull's crazy. We should probably be playing 3 of this. I think some people at YCS Saddle were on 3, some of the better players, obviously. And then some people, it gets to the point where I think I end up doing this later as well, was that we start playing 3 Trident too, just because 2 Trident was so standard that you would think to yourself as a player, okay, I've taken out both of their Trident, so I don't have to worry about the third one. That dropping the 3rd Trident out of the extra deck was actually like shocking to some people.
I think I found the 15th card in my extra. No shot you're on Totem Bird.
Yep, we're on Totem Bird.
Oh,
it's insane because it protects you when you're going off from like getting board wiped with your Trident or anything. It gives you like another layer of protection. So if you don't need to commit to Invoker to go into your line, you make Totem Bird instead, and then you get Trident plus Totem Bird for free. So no, Totem Bird was standard.
Really?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
That I don't remember. But yeah, no, this extra deck still has a little bit of play to it. It's got a little bit of give. That goes away when the release of Maximum Crisis happens, of course, because suddenly you have a bunch of new cards you have to dedicate main deck space to. Yeah, this was just the format. It was like a lot of board wipes, and then like these huge utility guys just incidentally could end up putting out just about exactly 8,000 points of damage.
Kaiju OTK was 8,100 exactly, I think, if you just pull it off, which all you need is Slumber and any way to Rat Pier. That's all you needed to OTK. And that was something you had to consider, especially when you were playing in any sort of mirror match, that like, okay, if I don't have a way to stop myself from getting wrecked like that, I'm just going to lose immediately. But right here, right? So if one of the cards in my hand in this game 3 was Terror Top, I could have made Totem Bird in addition to my board here, and now I can blank your My Body, or I can blank your Chalice, and then that would have been a completely different game. Right? So that's why Totem Bird was actually so strong. Yeah, I mean, this is... I don't want to like go too much into detail because we're going to spend a lot of time here. Yeah. But I mean, this to me, this is so much fun. I think I just love the fact that there is so much interaction, and I like that the boards are so low investment that there's a lot of decision making as to like, do you push to try to go for the OTK and risk getting punished by like something like Torrential or, you know, a board wipe on the following turn if you're not able to kill? How do you play around certain cards? We didn't see it come up, but Dimensional Barrier is actually a plague on this format.
Oh, yeah. I think pretty much everyone who plays this format historically would say that it would be a lot better if this specific card didn't exist.
Yes.
Something I feel about like 15 different formats, by the way.
Yeah, it's Dimensional Barrier is rough because as soon as, if you especially go first and you end with Dimensional Barrier, it just feels like it's almost impossible for you to win because they get to use their stuff. You can't even go into your cards. And unless you have the back row to protect you, which is kind of why you're playing such a heavy back row lineup, both in quick plays and traps, it's rough. So yeah, I would agree. I think this format is amazing, even more amazing if you remove Dimensional Barrier or give us like a red reboot type of card to like counteract Dimensional Barrier at the very least. But I think just not having it all together would have been better. Yeah, I'm excited, buddy. We've got plenty of Zoo to go around, and this is not going to be the only episode. I hope everyone else enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, for those of you who think that like, oh my god, we're going to see the mirror over and over again, the mirror was not like, there were a lot of decks playing Zoo.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shout1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Phoenix the Immortal, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Little Fade Leaf, Chris Hood, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Dalton, Inuno Taisho, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel by all community soon, Cancel by all committee soon, Cancel by all players soon, Corvain, Gray9, and Micah Pierce. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.